This is a copy of a letter from a murderer. It's one of several written to the police, and the killer suggests it will be his last communication. He's been playing something of a game with detectives, a deadly game, almost as though the killing was incidental to him. Maybe he's unable to imagine the distress he's caused the friends and family of his victim. But with any luck tonight, you or someone else who's watching might help the community in Leeds to catch him. The greatest suffering was to an individual he apparently picked at random, Julie Dart, whose family has helped us make this reconstruction. It's Tuesday the 9th of July, and Julie spent the evening with her boyfriend Dominic and two members of his family.
So, Dom, when's your leg getting better then?
As soon as possible, I hope.
I hope so too. I want to go dancing.
Well, so do I, but I can't on this leg, can I?
Well, then you shouldn't get so drunk in future, then, should you?
And it was just me that was drunk, was it?
Well, I was influenced.
Hey, listen, you should take him to pictures.
Oh, yeah? Julie, did you fancy going to see that film, that Madonna film, In Bed with Madonna?
Yeah, I'd love to.
No.
Yeah, we can get the tram down there in a couple of weeks.
Oh, yeah?
What are you on about?
They're introducing trams to Leeds.
No, it's not a tram, it's a monorail.
No, still a tram.
It's a monorail.
Julie, she was just a nice, pleasant, everyday 18-year-old girl. She was happy, bubbly, honest, and very, very trusting to people. She was just that sort of person. She'd go out, she liked to drink, she liked dancing. She went to the karaoke, she enjoyed it, she enjoyed singing. She couldn't sing, but she enjoyed going and joining in. Just about a month before she died, she started changing her hairstyles and trying different makeups and just growing up. She coloured her hair and then she put it back to her own colour because I said I didn't like it, really. She didn't have any problems at all as far as we were concerned. None at all. She was just happy, go lucky, just as she always was.
That evening, at about 7:45, Julie left for work.
Well, I'm off to work then.
She told her boyfriend and her family she worked at the LGI, Leeds General Infirmary. But since Julie's death, police have discovered that was untrue. In fact, in the few weeks before she disappeared, she'd been seen regularly on the streets of Chapeltown. And she was here that Tuesday night.
I was driving down Spencer Place, and just as I came to the junction of Leopold Street, I noticed the girl I used to go to school with us, Julie Dart, standing with a mixed race girl. Julie, I presume, recognised me because she turned away as if embarrassed.
Julie had been wearing a black skirt and mauve and black jacket when she left home. Where did she change her clothes before arriving here in Spencer Place? Then, at 9 o'clock, Julie rang Dominic.
Hello?
Hi, yes, me.
Hi.
Listen, I'm just ringing to let you know I'm at work, and I'm going to stay at my mum's tonight because I'm working late. Probably won't be finished till 11:30.
Yeah, that's all right. I'll see you tomorrow then.
Yeah, see you tomorrow. I love you.
Yeah, me too. Bye.
He remembered hearing music in the background and thought perhaps Julie was calling from a pub. Did you see her make that call? Then, 3 days later, the letter seemed to be in Julie's hand and said she'd been abducted. Help me, please. I've been kidnapped and I'm being held as a personal security until next Monday night. Please go and tell my mum straight away. Love you so much, Dominic. Mum, phone the police straight away and help me. The same day, the police received a disconcerting letter too.
Although that letter was typed, it made no direct reference to Julie, but stated that a young woman had been kidnapped from the Chapeltown area. The letter demanded £140,000 from the police. It also included a threat to firebomb a large city centre store if the instructions in the letter were not complied with.
West Yorkshire Police sent to the laboratory a handwritten letter and envelope which appeared to have come from a girl who claimed to have been kidnapped. The letter was signed Julie, and I was asked to try and establish its authenticity. The police also supplied me with a large number of specimens of Julie Dart's handwriting, and I made a comparison of those with the question letter and envelope, comparing letter by letter, looking not just at the pictorial effect of the letters, but the way in which they were formed, and also handwriting habits, such as the way in which the envelope was addressed. In my opinion, Julie did write the letter and envelope.
We set up an incident room. Obviously, we took the letters very seriously and looked into Julie's movements to establish when she was last seen. And then 8 days later, our inquiries took us to Lincolnshire.
It's Friday the 19th of July, 10 days since Julie disappeared. This is 90 miles away from Leeds on the B6403 outside Easton, near Grantham.
I was travelling to work on the coach, early turn, 6 o'clock start, and I noticed this red car coming out of the track to my right, and it appeared that he didn't know which way to turn. And then as the coach got very near to him, he decided to reverse back into the slipway.
2 hours later, a local farmer visited his fields.
We were about to move some cattle from the dairy farm down to some pastures, and we found what was thought to be a package of litter. It was a sheet bound up with a bluey-green rope, which later on proved to be a body.
In the days and weeks that followed, Leeds police received 5 further letters. The killer was tantalising the detectives, threatening to take a further hostage and demanding money. He set up rendezvous, but he never kept to his arrangements.
The Forensic Science Service has maintained for many years, in fact since the 1930s, a large collection of type styles from thousands of different machines. On comparing the question typescript with specimens, I found that it corresponded most closely with the specimens from Olivetti manual type bar typewriters. There is quite a lot of damage to the typeface itself. The figure 0 has a large portion missing at the bottom left-hand side. The capital letter P has the top serif missing, which can be seen best if we compare it with an undamaged specimen. And also, a portion is missing out of the very middle of the lowercase f. The style of the type and the damage that's occurred to it, it does suggest with a typewriter that's 20 or 30 years old.
Bob Taylor, whoever your man is, he travels a fair bit because the 6 letters that you had were posted all around the country, all around central and northern England, as you can see from the map here. One of those letters on the envelope, perhaps he gave you a clue he hadn't intended to give.
That's right. On the second letter posted in Leeds, there was an indentation on the envelope. It was posted on the 20th or the 21st of July. The indentation reads, Mavis, will not be in on Tuesday, Phil. Someone may recognise the handwriting or may know of a Mavis and a Phil.
So was Mavis a cleaner, a secretary, a colleague? Who was it who wouldn't be in on Tuesday? Whose handwriting is that? And whose typewriter is it? Very distinctive, and maybe anybody who's got an old Olivetti should check it because it needn't be his own. He might have access to somebody else's.
That's right. As you've seen, the 0 and the F have distinct gaps in them. And it may be someone else's typewriter. It is an old typewriter. I would ask anyone with a typewriter at home or work to check it.
Because, of course, he handwrote some of the letters to you, suggesting he didn't always have a typewriter with him. Julie was held somewhere from the Tuesday she was kidnapped, the 9th of July, until perhaps the weekend. Obviously, you want to know of anyone who's got suspicions, or anyone who saw her body being dumped on Friday the 19th of July. But you also need to find out about the sheet in which her body was wrapped, which is old, distinctive, and had a laundry mark on it.
That's right. The laundry tag, which was held by Zinc Staples, bore the letters MA143. We know that the staples and the laundry tag were made between 1945 and 1960 by Braithwaites of Kendal in Cumbria. We'd like to contact customers of those, as they're no longer in business, who may be able to tell us what that mark means.
Or someone who's lost a sheet that they were keeping perhaps as a spare sheet and that they'd had for many years.
That may well be the case.
Now, this device here is part of an elaborate plot that he had to extort money, and he's put this together himself But the most interesting thing about it, perhaps, is that the container itself, which is, he's painted the inside of it, has been made from an aquarium or goldfish food container.
That's right, it's an aquarium brand fish food container.
Maybe he's got access to an aquarium, maybe he picked it up from a rubbish dump, one doesn't know. He's obviously got some electrical experience, he wired this up himself, he's got some technical knowledge.
He has got some technical knowledge, yes.
Any other indications of that?
Well, in the letters it does refer to the microns, the thickness of the plastic, and also PIR detector, which is passive infrared.
Now, you've got quite a profile of him. You've been speaking to forensic psychologists and working through this yourself. What can you tell us about him, for anybody who's got suspicions or any thoughts which is helping this to jigsaw together?
He appears to have a dislike for the police. He's written to the Leeds City Police, and as they ceased to exist as such in 1974, that may suggest he's an older person. He has low literal skills from the letters, the spelling and grammar, so he may well be self-taught. It would appear that he works alone. He has probably not killed before, not a senior position if he is in employment at the moment, and his core aim would probably not be the murder of Julie Dart, but may well be the obtaining of the £140,000 from the police.
It's extraordinary sort of blackmail to blackmail the police, because normally blackmailers say don't tell the police. It's as though he's got a grudge against the police.
That may well be so, yes.
But of course the people paying the penalty, the whole community, are obviously very concerned about him, and of course the individual family concerned. If you can help, please ring Bob Taylor and his colleagues, either here in the studio, 081 811 8181, or you can call the Millgarth Police Station, that's on 0532 413 022. 0532, the code for Leeds, 413 022.